This is my favorite part about the Schenley cleaner is that at the bottom here, it has a reusable pad, so you can just throw this in the washing machine. You don't have to worry about constantly spending money. I found on different one-time use cleaning pads. So you can just stick that on the bottom right here and it stays. You have an extension pole you can take on and off if you want to have it more handheld, or if you want it to so you don't have to bend over, especially if you're trying to reach the ground or higher areas. And let me show you some videos of what it looks like to steam clean the ground. Also, the water inside of it, a great part about it, it gets 240 Fahrenheit, I found, which is really great that it can heat up in about 10 to 15 seconds. Some things to mention about the water intake about the main unit is that you have the water that gets entered here at the top. You open that up and you fill it up. It has enough runtime, I found, for 10 to 15 minutes. You can't just use tap water, which I think is one of the best things about it. You don't have to put any cleaner. So honestly, very hot, so definitely be careful, I would say, when you start using it, as it can get a little hot. And it has a no spill on the back of the water intake as well, which is really nice. So let's plug it in and show you what it looks like to clean a couple different surfaces. You can see we're working on this over here. We have a little bit of dirt here. It's already starting to steam. You just hold down the power button right here, and then you can work through these 3 different modes. I'm gonna go to the strongest mode. It will pull water from the back here. And you can see how much it is steaming this up right now. It only takes about 10 to 15 seconds to really start working. You can see how much grit is on here beforehand. Now watch it just help it take all that away. It really helps take off all that junk I found on the surface. It takes about 10 to 15 seconds to start warming up, and you will see the steam to start coming and also get a little bit heavier to push as water will start to stay in the pad. You can see how clean it looks at the bottom right now, and you can see the steam starting to come out as it starts to get the pad wet. I like how long the cord is and how light the unit is at the same time, so you have a long reach while also not having to push very hard, I found. It's really great, especially if you have grout, as this is more of a hardwood floor. Also, other benefits are that you just use tap water in this compared to having to use one-time use cleaners. So you saw me do just this small section right here. Let's see how much dirt we got off the floor. You can see there the grime built up on the bottom there already, just from that small section. So definitely very impressed with this thing, especially for how affordable it is. Then I went ahead and tested the steam mop in about a 3x3 area in my kitchen and really tested it on these little grimy spots on the ground and found some really great results. You can see some before and after here close up of, you can see pulling off that grime by just going over it a couple of times. I found I didn't put that much pressure onto the ground. The heat of it really did a great job pulling it up. So I was really happy with the result of that, and I wanted to really put it through a test of some real situations of it getting actually dirty. Another thing I wanted to see was after that about 3x3 kitchen area done is how much dirt was on the actual pad from before and after. So here's a little bit of clip of the before and after. You can see how pink and brown it looks compared to the original, which is absolutely insane, I thought. So I was very impressed with how much grime it can pull up just for having some really hot water on the bottom. Again, that's no soap on it. That's just the hot water from the steam. And I'm really happy I can just throw that right into the washer from the Velcro by ripping it off and then put a new pad on. I also really wanted to test having it in the bathroom, so I put a different attachment on the front, a little bit more of a spongy attachment, and then worked through the sink with a little bit more grime on that sink, which I found, look how much dirt is in that water and also just coming off the sink edge from just the steam cleaning. This is no soap on there. Again, this is just the steam from the actual unit, and it does a really fantastic job. I think, again, I'm definitely gonna be using this every time to work through my sink, and especially if something's really grimy. Overall, it was very easy to switch the attachments on the front. I put on a little bit more of a squeegee looking one, what does steam cleaning, which is really great, I found, for glass. So I tried it on the mirror. You can see the before and after here of that. Overall, I think the unit is very fantastic for the price. It just doesn't hold enough water for doing, I found, more than about 10 minutes of work with it. Just in case you're wondering what comes in the Histia box, when you get the device, first of all, you get these 2 boxes itself. Then you'll get the actual steam mop itself. This is where the pad goes in the front here. And then you'll get an arm to extend it out from the main unit. And then you'll get the longer box here, which has the main unit itself. You pull that out. Inside that, you'll also have the book of instructions and then 2 mop pads. Now the mop pads will attach on the white part back here, and then you also have, this is the main cleaning surface right here, which you can machine wash as well, which is really great. So you don't have to pay to use one-time use. These are reusable, which is really nice. Then the main device is right here. Nice thing about this is it feels very compact and sturdy while also being lightweight. You have a long cord that is tangled up here. You have a long cord that is wrapped up here. And then on the front here, you have the power button and then 3 different modes, low, medium, high on the front here. And this is where you attach all the attachments on the front here. Now, you have an attachment box here with many different attachments. First of all, you have this, which is the extender, which goes in the front here. You put this on first, you clip it in. It has a little clip here on the front. And if you want to take it out, you just push down on that button to pull it out, to release it. That is what you put on first before you put any of these smaller attachments on. You have an extra steaming tank to pull water from it. You have a little bit more of a grout cleaner. This one is great. There's a little sponge on the front here. This one is really great for using, especially on those electric stoves or on a shower wall. Has a little bit more of a sponge to it on the front. Then you have another one of those grouts kind of cleaners with bristles on the front here. You can kind of see that. Then this one is more of, kind of looks like a squeegee, but is to steam kind of the shower, especially the shower, glass, windows. Really great for glass overall there. And then you have another one of those bristled ones that is kind of nice for the grout again. A little bit more firmer. It is metal on the front here, so it's not full bristled like these, where it is a little bit more of that plastic. Instead, this is if you really want to dig in there, especially if you have like some hard surface grout, and this is metal on the front here, which I found, which is really nice. So for these attachments, you would just take it and then clip it on to the hexagon looking end here, and you push a little bit onto them. You kind of have to actually give it a little bit of force to really work it on there. And then you have it attached, and then same thing, you just take it, really pull up on it. So all the attachments all have that hexagon looking attachment where you just push down on the actual unit and attach it. Now, you also can extend this out if you want to detach this on the back here and pull it out and put the extension rod on first. It has the same sort of attachment with that little diamond looking detachment button. You push it in, wait for it to click in, and now you are extended out a lot farther, where you can now plug into your attachments and have an extra foot or 2 of reach right here, which I really like, especially if you're trying to work up on higher up on windows and stuff, or on the floor, which you don't have to reach down as much. This is the after, and this is what it looks like before, after doing such a simple area in my kitchen. Absolutely fantastic. I can't believe how much dirt I got up. You can see just from a little bit of the area what the before and after looks like on this steam mop right here. My favorite part is that these are machine washable, so you can take this off, I found, and just throw it in the washing machine and reuse it. You do get 2 in the pack, which is really nice. But just look at that before and after difference. Absolutely incredible. A really great way to have a little bit more of a hands-free cleaning experience, not having to constantly get water. Definitely recommend it. Check it out.